Greetings. Welcome to another Knockout News exclusive. Now, I know some of y'all have been following the channel lately, and if you get my channel, it says alternative geopolitics and news. And well, if you've been seeing some of like the last 20 videos I've been putting up, to give you some, outtakes and other cool stuff. When I went to Dubai, I've been giving you some nice cultural videos about Nicaragua and the Creole culture. But this is gonna be one of my first actual alternative newscasts in a long time. I think the last one I gave was, oh man, I can't even remember, World War VIII or something, I don't know. But before I got into it, I just want to let y'all know that I got about maybe 3 or 4 weeks now. I haven't even looked at a website, a news website. I haven't even, praised Jah, I haven't even been having to watch any type of news media outlet or major mass media news outlet, and I want to give you all a little bit of international news things I've been thinking in my mind, and then we're going to go on the computer and we're going to actually look at some of the headlines from a couple websites and go over them. I mean, I don't even know what we're going to see on the website. I don't even know how I'm going to respond, so this is going to be like one of them videos like off the cuff. So one of the things I've been thinking about in international news lately, I've been thinking about this for a couple months now, is that right now in the Middle East, you have a lot of countries like Saudi Arabia, the United Emirates, where I just came from, Dubai. You got other people in those areas, that are really good friends with the United States. A lot of them are enemies of other countries like Iran, and we know about the division in the Muslim world between Sunni and Shia. And the thing is that it's very interesting that right now a lot of these countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, others in that same area more or less, they right now you all got the United States on your side. But once y'all's plans come through, if it does, which on this news channel we're hoping not, that no invasion comes in Iran, but they get Iran, they get the others, what is it to make you think that the United States won't turn on you all? You all will be next. You will be. A lot of these plans of the United States to get first off their toe into the Middle East by subjecting the world to this new modern day state of Israel. Many times, remember, they backed the same Taliban that took over Afghanistan when it was convenient for them. They helped, this same man, Saddam Hussein, come into power during his time too. And now look what happened to all of them. They've been turned on. And when the time comes, the United States will turn and try to invade places like Saudi Arabia and other countries that right now, even Dubai and places like that are in bed with the United States. And the time will come when they will switch on you too if you continue to play their game, which is a game that is about invasion. Now, let's step back just a little bit for all the viewers in the United States. It's something that the corporations are pushing. It's something that now the government and the corporations of the United States are pushing, which is this need to every single year have some conflict that the United States is supporting directly by arming them or sending out soldiers directly into these war zones. This is a war machine, people, that's been generating profits for a long time for a select few elites in the United States and other parts of the world. And when the time comes, these same elites will turn on you all in Saudi Arabia and Dubai, which is such a lovely place which I just came from. So I would let y'all know this now and align yourselves properly. When an oppressor can divide a people, that is when they win, This is the con plan of the United States foreign policy right now. The foreign policy of the United States should be one about not doing these things. The United States foreign policy should be about making themselves look better in the eyes of other people in the world. Because a lot of people in Iraq and all of these countries that have been invaded by the United States, from even Yugoslavia and others that have had their lives ruined by bombs dropped on their house by United States bombs, they hate the United States. They hate the foreign policy of the United States. I've maybe never said this in other videos, or maybe I have, but 9/11 is a result of the United States' foreign policy. Some of y'all may, it's a conspiracy, the United States did this. No, man. A lot of people hate the United States because the amount of wars that have been being projected onto them through the imperialistic system of the United States right now. So let's just take a look at that for 1 second as we're talking in the news. Now, other big international news topics, like I said, I haven't been following. And why? Because I think it's not healthy to watch news every day, especially fake news. There's a lot of evidence out there that is known. I don't know why it's not known to more people, that these news organizations such as CNN, Fox, MSNBC, others have participated in creating fake news 100%. Well documented in the first Gulf War. Now it seems that there's not any real journalists left out there because we know that all of the media system in practically the whole Western Hemisphere is controlled by a handful of people, maybe a dozen or so families and editors. That includes you in Europe and other places. And a lot of the alternative media sources only get we got like 30 subscribers on this channel. Nobody watches this stuff. Maybe they'll watch it a long time afterward, but not when it's really important. I had some people tell me before that the best news is reading newspapers because they take more time to actually check the facts to see what's going on. But even that, can we trust these news sources? I don't think so. But we can trust our heart. I can trust my heart to say that I'm not gonna make my heart feel all pressured out or stress myself out because I'm gonna sit there and watch CNN and Fox every day and all of that. In my heart, I'm at peace, because I don't have to do that. In my heart, I know why there's so much conflict in the world, because of what we just explained, because there's an elite group of leaders throughout the world that are trying to make conflict to profit off of it. So with that being said, we're going to go to the news channel now. We're going to go onto the internet here, and we're going to check out some of the people. We're going to check out like BBC. We're going to check out RT. We'll see what else we can find going on crazy. And we're going to do a little critique. Well, this is, my exclusive knockout critique of some of today's headlines. And by the way, today it is July the 16th, 2017. So we're just going to go in here right now. My computer's not moving too slow. And I'm going to indulge myself into this. But the way I'm reacting to it, I would like you all out there to always take everything we read on these websites with a little bit of a grain of salt. And also remember that we're all under assault. We're under assault by these corporations to try and feed us the next big war. 1984 has arrived, people. It has. And they're going to try to silence us too. Okay, so here we go. We're on the BBC. First things first. Woman shot dead in Venezuela voting queue. She was waiting to vote in an unofficial referendum the opposition is holding over government plans. I'll tell you this. We're just hearing about this woman being shot today. A lot of people have been being killed in the political upheaval in Venezuela. One of the things I would talk about Venezuela, the media is always going against the socialist government in power in Venezuela. Well, let's remember they had a voting, I believe, about last year, and almost all of the voting assembly, the Congress, the lawmakers won. The opposition against them won, meaning that there is a democratic process in Venezuela going on that is working because they won. They won. So because they won, that shows that there's not completely an oppressive government in Venezuela. Now, there's these people here. We're going to show them here. Maybe I get in trouble for using BBC stuff, but I don't care. When I get big, they'll after a racist video. So y'all, it says, at least one person has been shot dead while waiting to vote in an unofficial opposition organized referendum. I mean, there's a lot of people in Venezuela that have benefited from the social plans of their government when they were being rich, when they had money. But we know that there was a major pull to drop the price of oil in order that countries like Venezuela, which were using their revenues to help socially to help their poor people with the money that they were making from all this oil sales to go after them. You know, a lot of countries like that, that don't just think in a capitalistic way. The United States hates that. They hate when a country takes a revenue and tries to give it back to their people. I'm gonna just tell you what the biggest problem in Venezuela is, which is not about politics. Even though the leaders in Venezuela should all be held accountable to this, including the socialist leaders and the opposition leaders, is they didn't plant their own damn food. They didn't raise enough cow to feed their own people. That's the biggest problem, people. Not the socialist plans of this government, not the opposition. And I'm gonna tell you, it's not like the United States. I mean, people in these countries like Venezuela, they get very serious and passionate about their political views. Passionate enough to, I remember the other day seeing something about this guy who took the pilot and got shoot up the building, then took over a helicopter. I mean, and also the socialist people, they're very passionate too. They really like, you know, their socialist leader here. And the forward Chavez. I mean, these people love what has been done for some reason. For some reason, they love that these leaders have done for them. Now, again, this is a plan of the media to try and, okay, this is the, I guess this is the newly backed agitators in Venezuela. Like, they, you know, it's so bad in Venezuela, they have to take up arms and kill off each other. They really should be taking up some shovels, some tractors, and planting up some beans and some corn. That's what they should really be doing. Okay, so we see the top 10 here in, this is what's most read in BBC. We got John Whittaker, Doctor Who's 13th time Lord to be a woman. I don't even understand that. Praise Jah. Chancellor Philip Hammonds hits back over public pay leaks. I don't understand that crap either. Most of this stuff I'm really so far detached from, praise Jah, because that's how we should be. I mean, we should not be allowing these media organizations to play on every one of our emotions. And that's what they would love to do, because when we stop thinking and we just let emotion take over is when they win. So let's go to RT now, you know, and that's the biggest thing too that politicians love. They love a people that are just based off of emotion, not based off of rationality, not based off of I've done my research, or I've witnessed something, or I've had a history, or I have a personal testimony to tell. They like it when we just go straight off of emotion. And almost all of these media outlets, including one we're about to see, RT, plays into people's emotions. That's what they do. So here we go. RT, question more. Yeah, RT does a lot more questioning as long as it's them asking the questions, right? Erdogan vows to chop off head of traitors at coup anniversary rally. The coup that he actually probably orchestrated to get rid of all his political opponents. Sorry to say that, that's just probably what it really is. What else they got in their headlines? Putin's gentle nature bringing Russia back from its knees. Now, I don't know, from what I've seen, you know, like a lot of people in Russia like Putin. A lot of people like him, and he clearly has done a lot for his country. Now, I know the other day in the news cycle, everybody in the United States is like, oh, Russia is involved in our politics, and they helped Trump win, and they went against Hillary. What the F is that, dude? Whether you like Trump or you like Hillary, the United States always interferes in other countries' politics. Not just by talking to a candidate. Who cares if the Russians talk to Donald Trump? The United States goes to other people's countries like Syria and they're not even involved in backing the opposition politics. They put armed groups to fight against the government in some of these countries. So what are some of y'all people out there really? I have to question you all out there so far, so-called liberals or so-called leftists. You know, it's taken a Donald Trump to get y'all roused up about things that have been going on a long time. I don't take it credible when I see some of these talk show hosts in radio and in media in the United States. They use the line of rhetoric. Oh, Russia, this and that, involved in our politics. Wash your own hands. Wash off your own face and realize what government you've been supporting. And even if you didn't vote for Trump, You're living in the United States and you're paying taxes, so you're supporting the actions of that government. And if Hillary had won, it would be the same things going on. We've talked about that before. Okay, well, the video's getting kind of long now. You're probably not going to watch. A lot of y'all probably already cut the thing off. But there we have it. That's my latest knockout alternative geopolitics news broadcast. And I hope you liked it. Hope you like the channel. Hope you like some of the other videos that I have in here, you know, and I'd love to hear some of y'all comments below about some of the things you think about this video and some of the other things that are going on in your neck of the woods that maybe we don't even know about. So, peace until next time, y'all. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe this guy. He looks like a liar.